Hi, I'm Markela. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm a shamanic healer, an alchemist, and a channel. And every single week, I offer energetic readings to give you some support and guidance for the week ahead. This week, I'm going to be offering 3 readings. So if you would like to choose a number between 1 and 3, go to the timestamps below this video and you can go directly to your reading. I'll see you there. If you chose reading number 1, your reading is all about commitment. There has been a lot of resistance to committing to something in your life, whether it's a relationship, a career, an environment, or maybe a bit of all 3, or maybe it's the decision to have a child. Whatever the situation is, it feels like a bit of a tug of war because a big part of you wants the thing. In fact, an extremely big part of you, your soul self, wants the thing. But your past experiences in this life and others have left you with a fear that the thing that you want is going to create more pain than pleasure. And so there is a significant energetic block inside of you toward that thing. And your current life experience is bringing this block up to your face so that you can't avoid it. And I feel like you might be projecting a lot of what you're feeling onto those around you. So if you're feeling threatened, you might be projecting that the people around you are threatening you. If you're feeling stuck or angry or really vulnerable, this is all a projection of what you're actually feeling internally towards yourself. What you are being invited into deeper commitment with is you, fundamentally. Because what's coming in is an invitation for you to drop deeper into the life experience, to take your experience into a new and more profound level of vulnerability, but also reward. And that means receiving. And there's a part of you at one point that did open up to receive something like this and had a bad experience. And this part of you has kind of closed up and said, I'm not doing that again. It was too painful. And that's why life is bringing this to you now, because it wants this part of you to heal. And so the invitation is to go deep. And this came up in a reading last week, the invitation to go deeper. And I feel like if you had that reading last week and this reading this week, hopefully this is going to give you a lot more clarity as to the specifics of what that invitation is about. Because there is a specific experience that is ready to be brought into completion. And as I said, it could have been in this lifetime or another. So it feels like something that you might really need some support with, unless you're very comfortable and proficient with working with your own energy, which you might well be. In which case, this is the invitation, something to explore. If you feel that you need some support, you can reach out to me. This is something I do a lot with. Or obviously reach out to anyone that you've worked with in the past that you know can help you. And the invitation, I feel like you already know what it could be. And if you're still not sure, then, as I said, just reach out and that person will be able to help you tune in with what that really is all about. But it's time for courage, really, and patience. I feel that in the past there's been a level of dismissiveness. Whenever this has arisen in you, you have pushed it away and justified it through, it's not the right time, that doesn't feel right. You've kind of cast it as a threat of some sort because on a subconscious level, that was how you experienced it last time. But actually, this is a gift. In fact, it's a really, really big gift. And that's why it's scaring you. Because you know subconsciously what an opportunity this is for you. So as much as I've shared the importance of it, don't build it up into a big, oh my God situation, like a big drama situation. It's not. In fact, it will shift really quick when you work with it in the right way. So please take this as an invitation to simply explore a part of you that is so ready to step into a bigger life experience. Don't see it as, oh wow, I've got this really big energetic block, I'm broken. Don't go down that route. It's so unhelpful. We want you empowered, standing in your light, looking at this as a really big invitation to get bigger. And we want to just help the part of you, the child aspect perhaps, that is just reaching up for a hand and saying, I'm scared and I really want some support. And all you're going to do is say, sweetheart, I'm here. Take that hand and help them step forward in great delight. Okay? So please don't get worried about this. This is beautiful. And sometimes beauty comes with discomfort. And that's what makes it beautiful, because the deep satisfaction you're going to experience having navigated this, wow, I can feel it. Amazing. I feel like there is also maybe a masculine presence, could be a son, a brother, just a good friend who's really there for you. And maybe you haven't reached out to them. And actually reaching out to them will be really helpful for you, because they want to hold space for you. And actually it will help them too, because they're navigating something that is challenging. And so I feel like there's some cross-pollination that could occur here in a really welcome and happy way that could also really support the relationship between you both. So just sit with that. If it's not obvious, just let it come in. Equally, it might be someone you don't even know yet, and you could just end up having a conversation with them on the bus or at a cafe and find that you just have an exchange, which it may not be obvious even in the conversation, but as each of you move away from the experience, there will be benefits drawn from it. So yeah, something to keep in mind. It's a powerful week. It's the equinox, and we've just had this really amazing full moon that's helped us line up with it. So really do walk with this very consciously and try to come at it from a really open place, which is challenging because obviously you'll feel vulnerable, but trust it. It's really working for you. Have a wonderful week. And before I go, I am offering crystalline transmissions every single week to help all of us, myself included, stay anchored in the frequency of love through the crystalline grid of the planet. If this resonates for you, I'm starting this week on Thursday. You can find a link to go there right here. Check out the link, and I look forward to either seeing you at the live or for you enjoying the replay. Take care, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. If you chose reading number 2, adaptability is what's coming through. There's an invitation for you to flex. Oh, crazy hair. And the minute that you can find the capacity to do that, everything's going to flow. There's an invitation for you to really let go of the attachment you have to a certain perspective, because the reason you're so attached to it is because it helps you feel safe. There's a wound here, and you're trying to protect yourself from feeling that wound. But in the process of doing that, you're creating a block in your life that's not only affecting you, it's actually affecting others as well. And it's not that you're doing this to be subversive. You're doing it because you hurt. So really be gentle and compassionate with yourself. This equinox that's coming up on the 21st is really powerful. It's the beginning of 2025. This is the true energetic beginning of the year. And so what we're still in this week is the completion of the year that's been. And this energy is still coming into completion. If I actually did a video about the equinox recently. In fact, I've done a channel and an information video. So please watch those, because they might be helpful to you around how to navigate this. All the wounds that we have been nursing, and let me be really clear about what I mean by that. We have all had past experiences in this life and others that have left us with feelings about certain experiences. Some experiences we've had have been amazing. And so we're very positive and open about those experiences reoccurring. And when they come back into our experience, we're very open to them and we receive them easily because we've had positive experiences about them in our past. And so energetically and emotionally, we find it very easy to receive them and work with them as we move forward. We've also had really challenging and hard experiences, maybe in relationship, maybe with money, maybe with work, maybe with children, maybe with parents, as I said, in relationship, and opportunities, certain different kinds of opportunities. And when those things reoccur, it triggers in us the past experience we've had that wasn't good. And that is where the wound is. And often, all we can see when that opportunity arises is the wound in us. We can't see the opportunity clearly because it's coming through the filter of our past experience. And this is what's happening with you in this situation. There is a wound that is being triggered. And because of it, you are very fixed on a certain perspective. And that's because, for some reason, you feel safe sitting in that perspective. But what's being invited here is the courage to let go of that perspective. What would it look like if I just let go of this belief and open myself up to maybe a different outcome, maybe a different way of doing this, even if I think that that is wrong? Even if I think that this can't possibly work, maybe I need to let go of even knowing how this should or should not work. Maybe I just need to be shown how this could work rather than thinking or projecting what I expect to happen. It's tricky, but it's coming up because there is a big part of you that wants movement. Your spirit, life force energy, is defined by its unpredictability. You know, every time I do a reading, whether I do a card reading for someone or just a channel, I'm only ever speaking from where you're at right now, where your energetic position is right now. And I drop into that place and I see the highest potential outcome from the energy you're in right now. But you have the opportunity to change your energy so much that what I say could become irrelevant. And so I never predict the future. I offer you guidance from where you're at currently. And the invitation right now is for you to change your energy so that your potential outcome can shift. And wherever you're attached emotionally to a certain perspective is lining up a potential outcome which isn't that beneficial for you, because it's just going to replay the same circle. This same situation is going to come up again in the future if you maintain it now, because the resistance to transforming it will mean that it will need to reoccur, because your soul self wants this to heal. Your soul self wants this to come into a place of harmony. Your soul self is always striving for harmony, because when we are harmonious within our beings, that's when we're our most expansive. That's when we're our most happy and fulfilled. So the invitation for this week is to surrender, to let go of a certain perspective. And so I would like to give you some words to support this. I trust that I am always open to the right outcome and that I do not always need to know the answers. I trust I am always open to the right outcome, and I do not need to know all the answers. If that resonates, please say that to yourself as often as you can this week. And also, to support you, I'm doing weekly crystalline transmissions. These are transmissions that enable us to connect to the crystalline frequency of the planet, anchored in love, which is going to help us move through the equinox in a really grounded, loving, and centered way. So if this feels right to you, go to the copy below this video or check out this link here, and you can join me for this week's crystalline transmission. Take care, and I'll see you soon. If you chose reading number 3, the invitation is to clean up some boundaries. It feels to me as though there's been some resistance to getting very clear with boundaries. And these boundaries are really important because they are going to create clarity and the opportunity for growth. It actually feels like you've allowed almost your personal space to become a bit messy in terms of looking after yourself, really. And it's like your guides are saying to you, focus on what's going on close to home. I feel as though you've been very focused on maybe the broader perspective, maybe your career, or there's been resistance to really looking at what's going on right underneath your nose. And this could be your direct relationship with your partner. This could be your relationship with your children or your family members. Or it could just be the state of your bedroom. There's an invitation here for you to clean up. And this isn't about having a tidy home. This is about valuing yourself, valuing your space, valuing your body. And yes, also detoxification. This is a part of it. Really giving yourself permission to keep yourself clean, energetically, and not only from a place of cleanliness, but this is a respect thing. This is really showing yourself that you care about yourself and want to look after yourself and safeguard yourself. And where this does speak to relationships, it's creating firm boundaries, not letting those around you take up all the space. And it doesn't mean you need to control them. It means you need to be firm about your boundaries and allow yourself space to be you. And that might mean speaking up when normally you wouldn't. It might mean saying no when you've always been known to say yes. Being heart-led is not about being nice to everybody. There's a big confusion around this. It's not that everyone needs to be your friend. Being heart-led is about being really clear on your relationship with your heart, with your feelings, and having the courage to speak them and to live by them, no matter how they are received. And this can be a very unpopular thing sometimes, but it's the right thing for you. And having the courage to let the chips land where they lie is what this is all about. Really speaking up and showing up for you and letting those who don't resonate with that, who create conflict around that, let them choose their own path. It is not for you, as I said, to make everybody like you, to get on with everybody. It's about you speaking your truth, sitting in your center, and allowing yourself to be witnessed no matter how you show up. Because when you do that, you accept all the parts of you. And you are not always happy. You are not always content. You are a moving, fluctuating, energetic being. You can be scared and angry and exhausted, and all of those things are so perfect. And so it's about us accepting our shadows and our light and allowing ourselves to be witnessed in whatever feels right to us in that moment without judgment, without putting pressure on ourselves to be a certain way so that other people approve of us. And to sit perhaps in the displeasure of others quite content in the knowing that we accept ourselves just as we are. And this is the invitation for you, to clean up how you feel about you, to accept all the parts of you, and in the process of doing that, cleaning up your home, cleaning up your relationships, creating these boundaries, showing respect to yourself and those around you. And it doesn't need to be a big punchy situation. It can be really gentle. It can be whatever it feels right to be. So listen, sit with yourself, hand on heart. How do I feel? You'll know what area of life I'm speaking to. And just ask yourself, how do I feel about this relationship or situation? And sit with what comes up and honor it. Because this is a really beautiful time of expansion for you. Expanding into a greater sense of who you are and what you're worthy of. And it's been a long time coming. So take the time to sit with it and honor it. And enjoy your space. Enjoy your boundaries. Enjoy your you-ness. You are such a gift. And you're the biggest gift to yourself. And if you want support, I am now running weekly crystalline transmissions, which offer the opportunity for you to connect with the vibration of love that is anchored into the crystalline grid of the planet. And it is this that I will connect you with every week so that we can move through these beautiful times of transformation in a really grounded and powerful way. If that resonates, just check out this link, or you can go to the copy below this video and find out more there. Sending you lots of love, and see you soon.